looking at this as a sort of the drill we're going to practice now. If you've got that alignment stick at home, get yourself set up, and you can see now when you're doing this now, you've turned back, you've turned a long way back, which is great. You've got some depth in that right hip, as we said. Good rotation, gives you more shoulder turn, which is going to give you more power. Now, we said about keeping that right hip back as this hip kind of moves this way. You watch, even when trying to keep it back with a stick. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna unwind. Yeah, we don't need to initiate that. It's something that's going to happen. Like if I lifted up something and dropped it, it's going to fall. Yeah. Your hips, once they've been rotated back, are gonna unwind. We don't need to try to sort of exaggerate that. You can see moving in here now as you start moving that left hip towards that left leg. In an ideal world, when we're about there, we want that left hip, left leg moving over to that left foot. And you see your torso now staying back nicely. So this drill is a feeling. Okay, your arms have got space to come down in front of that stick and move this way. So you can sort of pump this movement as much as you can. And I think when you said you got to it last time, you see, okay, my torso now is facing down to the ground there. When you put speed to that, it's going to come around the corner. That's almost inevitable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Coming down, facing backwards.
As a feeling, because that's not going to be the right. When we look at the shot, even with a chip swing, which you do in a second, and actually a good position, that would be a good impact position there. Slightly forward with the hands there, okay? Maybe a smidgen more, but as an exaggeration, I don't mind that, okay? Left hip now, you can see nice and high. Left side of the body now in that angle position. Right leg moving in, left leg nice and stable. So that's a good movement there. Now, when we put a golf ball in the way, okay, if we clear all these lines out of the way, once you get to the top of the backswing here now, what feels to you like you're not moving hips and unwinding them, just watch this stick there in your right hip. It's going to come round the corner. Now, I'd say at this point, your hips are squared up, you see? And this is you trying to stop them. So you've got to think on the way back down, rather than not unwinding them, they've got to move that way. So the stick is almost trying to move this way. If you want to go into a sort of a practice thing at home, what you could do, and I've done this with people before, get a table or a chair or something behind, put a head cover on top, and if the stick hits it off before your arms get back to impact, you spun your hips too much, yeah?
So it'd
be behind your left hip, exactly. So what that would show, if you spun your hips too far, obviously at impact, the stick would be facing over this way, thus resulting in you knocking off whatever, maybe nothing valuable on top, obviously, so maybe some plastic bottles or something, okay? But getting the sensation there. So we come back into impact there, that would be kind of a pretty good pre-hit, because from there now, a little bit of shifts to the shaft lean, you're getting there, the angle we're getting with the body, that's a good spot. Then we set up into the golf ball now, get yourself to the top of the backswing, good depth in the backswing. Now this is actually hitting the golf ball. Hip, you can see, is unwinding. Normally your hands were about there at impact before, over that right thigh. So they have moved forward now. They're now getting on top of the golf ball,
It should be in front of my leg.
Well,
my thigh?
somewhere there, But in reality, they have moved from, when we started this sort of program through the winter, they moved from there to there. They're getting across there now. And I guess you're in that amber window, should we say. When you first started with this, it would have been like red city galore, red. Hitting off the back foot in the ground back here, okay? As I say, generally speaking, when the hands are on top of the golf ball, that's where the club's going to bottom out. So you'll get a better strike. It might go a smidgen high. We might lose 2 or 3 yards, 4 or 5. If we get the handle slightly forward, we'll still get a better strike, and it's going to go that little bit further again. But it's going to be working on that hip position with the stick there, getting that rotation. But no, got to say, it's really progressing nicely with the movement. Now we should, I think, 42 points indicates that, as you can see. You're getting more distance, the ball's flying further. Pars on par 5 definitely showcase that as well. So, definitely going in the right direction. Just continue moving on that right hip, not that left hip, as I say. Turn back with the right on the golf course, and then it's just leave her there. Just move towards the target as best you can.
Fine, okay.
Excellent, really good to know.